Hello and welcome to my second Imbolc workshop. This is an extra bonus workshop because I felt inspired to share this little workshop which I saw and I thought, wow, this will be amazing to do. So I'm Michelle, a priestess of goddess and sacred space, and I'm really happy to be able to share this with you. This is now the time of Imbolc, and everything is starting, you can feel it just underneath that surface starting to come alive. And with Bridget's inspiration, which is actually feeling that creativity now coming through us, it's not surprising I want to share this with you all. So this is how I've called it, how to make your own woolly Imbolc sheep. Sheep being one of the animals which obviously is attributed to Bridget. Why sheep, you may say? Well, it's because sheep now are usually in lamb, and that is a sign of obviously birth. So especially excited now to let's get started. So first of all, you will need, again, this is all aimed at families with children. This is an inexpensive workshop, so you don't need to go out and start spending loads and loads of money just to create this workshop. You should be able to find most of this, if not all, at home. So what you need is some card, just ordinary basic card, which I'm sure you can find off any cardboard box. You will need some pegs, wooden pegs, just 2 of them, unless you're going to make more, 2 of them. You're also going to need a pen or pencil. You're also going to need some scissors, which are scissors, some wool, preferably white or greyish, tinge of black in it even, because you do see sheep like that. But failing that, if you don't have these colours and you only have pink and orange, well then just go for that. That's just as good. You also need some black marker. I've got a black marker paint pen, which is ideal for this. But failing that, like I said, you can use black marker or black felt tip. If you haven't got black, use whatever colour you've got. That's Bridget flowing through us. So again, this is aimed at the younger member of the family, but you know, adults, once you get started, let that creativity flow, because it's all about releasing your inner child as well. So have a good time with this as well, with the younger members of the family as well. So first things first, we have to draw on this piece of cardboard a shape of a kidney shape, roughly. It doesn't need to be spot on, what you think looks like a kidney shape. And once you've drawn it on, we cut it out and it's going to look something very similar to that. And if you look at it, here we have a little indent. This is going to be the front of the sheep, this is going to be the back. So first things first, like I said, I made it a little bit bigger. You can make it as small as you want, but preferably about this size because of the pegs. You can, in some craft shops, have smaller wooden pegs. That's fine, whichever you feel best to use. So you're going to draw a line roughly down here and on the other side. I'm just going to do that now. It doesn't need to be perfect. Like I said, you don't need to be an artist. It's all about sharing your own inspiration. So just draw that line down like so, and on the other side like so. I don't know whether you can see this, but that's the line. And you're going to actually paint this side black and on the opposite side as well. Don't worry about if it's not even, because you'll see why in a minute. So just going through that now, I'm going to get my black marker pen out. I'm just going to really paint all this down. Bear with me a minute. I don't know whether you can actually see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to paint it all. There we are. And as I do, I'm just going to really ask now Goddess Bridget to really let that creativity flow through me. And as she does, I'm just going to let my marker pen just paint away. So that's the one side done. Now I'm just going to do the other side. And as I do, I'm just thinking about sheep now, as you see them in the field, all ready in lamb, just about to show these little spring lambs, which we're going to see very, very soon. And that is just a real beautiful sign to see, because you know this time of Imbolc, what it really stands for is in the belly, the seeds in the belly, ready for spring to come, which is not far away, and to show that life is just about to be birthed again. So I've just temporarily done this. You can spend a bit more time and really let your black marker pen flow so it's really black, but I've just quickly just gone through so you can see roughly what it's all about. I think that would do. So just putting that aside, because what you don't want is to have black finger marks on it, so just leave it dry a little bit. And while you're doing that, with your 2 pegs and the bit which actually holds on to things, this little bit here and also on the other side and the little edges here too, we're going to paint also black. So we need 2 of them. I've done this very quickly in advance because you will have to let these dry a little bit. There's black here, as you can see, and on the sides and on the other side, and they're ready to clip into the body. So once you have that, assembling your body is very easy. So you have the back end and the little indent, and you're going to put your first peg as high as it can go, just on the end like so. And the other one, which is just going to be past that little indent, keeping them level like so. Just stand them up to make sure they do, and they do stand up. So now you can already see that shape of the sheep being formed. So once we have that and everything is dry, because again you don't want any black finger marks on anything, we're going to take some wool. And this is the fun bit. What I've done to play safe is you can just knit a few little marks with your scissors here, just a little gaps, because as you twist the wool, it's going to catch so it stays in one place. But you don't need to do that, but that's the easy way. So just taking it around the body, and just you can tie a knot, because you'll see you're going to overlap this like so, and we're just going to wind it round, covering all the body. It doesn't matter if it looks a bit, oh, that looks a bit, what's that going to turn into? It will eventually work round. And you're going to cover the pegs as well, as you can see what I'm doing. Keep winding it round. Now this might take a few more minutes to do. Alter your direction. Don't worry about it's got to be in a straight line. It hasn't. So you can see what I'm doing. You're going to use quite a bit of wool, but that's okay, because this is going to be a woolly Imbolc sheep, and we're just going to take it around this way. So, and I'm going to cover that other peg now. And again, it's just literally doing it like that. That's it. And getting it started. And once you get it started, it's quite fun now, because now you can start thinking the inspiration flowing through you, the creativity which Goddess Bridget is actually sending through your fingers, through your hands, and you're just looking at it and you're thinking, oh, what's this going to turn out to be like? Well, it's going to turn out really nice. So we just keep going round, a bit of time here, just covering the whole of the body. I'm changing your direction just to secure it until all the cardboard is filled. Now, if you've got chunkier wool, this won't take long. This is just, I believe, a double ply, so It will take a little bit of covering, but it's, you know, it's getting there. It's getting there. And that's all. There's no rush. We could just take our time. There we go. It's nearly there. So just finishing off on that bit there. I think a little bit more. And we're just going to go up through the middle again, as you can see. Ooh, she's got a lovely coat coming. And it's just so fun to do this, because even the adults, I'm sure, will love doing this. It's such fun. So as you fill up and you think that's enough, and I think that is enough, taking it round to the back, because I'm going to class this as the back, just maybe one more round there. Straighten up your pegs if you feel as if they've moved a little bit. It's not hard. You can just wiggle them about. And make sure it stands up. Yes, it does. Taking it at the back, which is going to be here, and just then cutting it just slightly. This is quite easy, so you can snap it. There we go. I'm taking it round again. I'm just doing a slip knot. If you really want to secure this, if you think it's going to unravel, you can put a dab of glue on it. It's entirely up to you. But I usually find when you do a slip knot, just really tighten it in. There we go. And then the remaining bit, you can either trim off or you can just tuck it into the wool you already have. And I'm just going to tuck it in. That's how easy it is. There you go. And whoops, he's already dropping down into the field. There's our little woolly Imbolc sheep. And he stands up perfectly. And if I can just put him on the card, because I don't think the camera reads it, so it will balance. There we go. Woo! He's gone again. I think he's got a spring in his ears. There we are. So that is your woolly Imbolc sheep. And you can actually put a little eye on it, a little white eye if you really feel as if you need to. I'm going to leave this one just a black face. I think that's really cute. And as always, to finish off, I always say a little prayer to say thank you for Goddess Bridget for actually inspiring me and letting that creativity flow through me. So just closing my eyes. I'm really thinking what I've done, created a beautiful little woolly Imbolc sheep. I'm thanking Goddess now. Thank you, Goddess Bridget, for all your creativity flowing through my fingers to make this beautiful Imbolc sheep. May it always be a sign of everything new now to start. Blessed be. And you can put this on your altar, or you could make a whole flock of them, big and small, up to you. Don't be scared, just let that creativity flow through you. But I think it's such a beautiful way to actually enjoy now this celebration we have of Imbolc and honouring Goddess Bridget. So I hope you enjoy doing what you're doing with the sheep. This is another one I've made just to show you a variation of colour. I put a little white eye on this one as well. And they're just going to sit on my altar, two together, which is great. So I hope you have a beautiful way of creating these woolly Imbolc sheep and have a lot of fun. Enjoy doing it. Mix it, colours. It's just all about being creative and being inspired. Let Goddess inspire you. So from that note, I hope you enjoy it and really, really feel that creativity of Goddess Bridget in you. Have a beautiful day and have a beautiful day of creating. Blessed be.